So today we will be discussing a case of an opaque IOL exchange. This surgery was done roughly 15 years back, and the main challenge in this case will be to disengage the lens from the capsular bag. So first we make the side port and the main section, and then with the help of probe and a Sinsky hook, we just try to lift the anterior capsular edge so that we can see disengage the capsule from the lens. See how firmly it is adherent, as it is roughly 15-year-old surgery. So the main challenge is to take out this lens from the capsular bag. So now we have lifted one edge of the lens and we have injected viscoelastic behind the lens so that at least optic is lifted from the posterior capsule. Now the next step would be to free both the haptics. So with the help of the spatula, we are just trying to separate the capsule from the lens. See, it is still adherent. So the blunt dissection, and now we are using irrigation and aspiration just to go beneath the anterior capsule with the help of an aspiration port and remove if there is any residual cortex. Or the main purpose of using IA cannula is to free the lens from the capsular bag. And now we are trying to separate the haptic. So with the help of the Sinsky hook, we lifted the haptic and now I thought that this anterior capsular or the capsulotomy is small. So just trying to enlarge the opening of the capsule a little bit with the help of the scissors. And then again we go behind and lift the haptic with the help of the Sinsky, and then we are trying to do the blunt dissection. And here we inserted the probe behind the lens, and then I just sweep with the probe and one of the haptic is out. And then with the help of a rotatory movement we were trying to disengage the second haptic, but the second haptic was very firmly adherent, and if we apply too much of force while disengaging the haptic there is a risk that you might subluxate the bag. So we were just trying to separate the second haptic, and with the Y pusher I was trying to stabilize the bag, but it was not possible. The haptic was too much adherent. So now I was trying to stabilize the bag with the Y pusher and push the haptic with the Sinsky hook, but it was too adherent. Then I decided to amputate the haptics. So with the help of the micro scissors, we amputate the haptics. So one haptic we were able to remove from the bag, and second we need to amputate. And then we enlarge the main section a bit, and then we will cut this lens into two. And you can just take out the lens, and then we injected a toric IOL. So one side we were able to put the haptic in the bag, the another one was in the sulcus, and then we aligned, as it was a toric lens, so we aligned the lens, and then just remove the viscoelastic from the bag, and our surgery is now practically complete.